So there was a few key findings for the microwave market in the fourth quarter. I think the first thing was there was very strong sequential growth in the fourth quarter. It was up 16% to $1.4 billion, which is great. But for even with a strong year-end finish, the 2010 revenues were still down for a second year, along with the 2009 decline. What we saw was Asia-Pacific revenues in 2010 was lower by about 24%. Part of that was due to the India security restriction that occurred in 2Q and 3Q. But what we noticed was, another finding was in the fourth quarter, a lot of these regions started to really come back. So we saw the India security restriction end, and so in fourth quarter, the India revenues started to pick up, driving higher Asia-Pacific revenues. EMEA, as the macroeconomic conditions subsided, we saw really strong growth there. In fact, it was the highest region of growth. And of course, with Latin America in a similar situation. North America was actually kind of flat quarter to quarter, and part of that reason was Clearwire reduced the amount of deployments they did in the fourth quarter and third quarter as they're trying to preserve their capital and looking at their financial situation. But if we actually remove Clearwire from the North America picture, the North American market was improving every quarter in 2010, and in the fourth quarter actually grew about 7% sequentially. The packet microwave market was one of the technology segments that grew at the highest rate, about 21%. Now, Alcatel-Lucent's actually been doing really well on this technology segment. They garner about 50% share in fourth quarter. They've really done really well with a 9500 MPR platform. In 2010, the packet microwave market was about $640 million in market size, and we're actually thinking in 2011 it'll grow 15% to about $740 million. The vendor landscape, what we see is Ericsson has continued to be a market leader with the highest revenues for the past few years in microwave market. I think what we saw though was in late 2009, early 2010, Ericsson's share of the market started to erode as Huawei's was rising. Now, 2Q10 was actually a really steep drop for Ericsson, but since then, they've really reestablished their market dominance in the microwave market, growing their revenues in 4Q versus 2Q about 75%. Now, Huawei is the second highest vendor in the microwave market. They have really made their share gains by penetrating the emerging markets. So Middle East, North Africa have been really strong markets for them. I'm estimating that they're actually one of the market leaders in that region. The third highest vendor in the fourth quarter was Alcatel-Lucent. As I mentioned, Alcatel-Lucent is doing really well in the packet microwave market. Their revenues in the fourth quarter grew 50% sequentially, and that really helped to drive their share gains in the fourth quarter. The factors that caused the decline of the microwave market in 2010, we see a lot of those factors as sort of behind us and not really going to affect us in 2011. So we're forecasting that 2011, the microwave market will grow in a positive direction, and it will also grow for the next 5 years. The key driver will be, of course, the increasing demand for mobile broadband. What we think is as more users use mobile broadband, the amount of capacity you need to backhaul from cell sites will actually need to quadruple by 2015. So to meet that demand, we're forecasting that the number of radio transceiver shipments over the next 5 years will need to grow at a 17% CAGR.